Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Wednesday, April 25th, 2023. And today is a special commentary on things that have happened in the last week, especially commentary on Tucker Carlson. There is three types of people in this world that you've had. One is a showman, one's an entertainment, and the other one is an extremist agitator. And the three people you guys know very well. In the case of the showman, the best example of that is P.T. Barnum, who was a showman, and he put on a show. And like he used to say, there's a sucker born every minute. And he meant it too, because he had a lot of suckers that went into his shows. And he did a show just for entertainment. Okay, he didn't have any value to it at all. Whatever he could find that could bring people in, as you'd say, suckers, he got them in. And his circus, three-ring circus, and that's where you get the word circus from. You still have the three-ring circus. You call it the Democrats and Republicans. And that's still around today. So see, P.T. Barnum knew what he was doing. His successors, not so well. The second one, like I said, he's a showman. The entertainer. And there's been a lot of those. But no one better than Robert L. Ripley. And he took P.T. Barnum's example and stretched it a little further. Okay? He entertained. He didn't put a show up and be in the background. He was in the middle of the show. He was the entertainer. And he put stories with the entertainment. And most of the entertainment was like P.T. Barnum, okay? It had no intrinsic value other than to entertain. But he would make it so you were a believer or not. Remember? Believe it or not. And that's why he never got sued. Because of his opening line, Robert Ripley's Believe It or Not. And in 1949, the Supreme Court said after he died that year, because he did a last story that some descendant of the real guy in that story and found out that it was not true. Well, and like Robert L. Ripley always said, believe it or not. Therefore, the guy couldn't sue him because he already had a disclaimer on his show, believe it or not. And the third of this that comes from the P.T. Barnum way of doing things and Robert L. Ripley is the agitator who has a specific goal in mind and he needs people to be on that goal and agitate them to being in that goal. An example would have been V.I. Lenin is the first example. He got the people of Russia to believe in his Bolsheviks. Poor guys. And 70 years later, wow. Took him 70 years to realize, yeah. But then again, they got Putin. Not exactly like V.I. Lenin, and not exactly like Stalin. He just falls short on all counts there. And then you had your favorite guy, Adolf Hitler. He had the knack to agitate and the knack to provoke. And he caused a world war. Today, you got two people that have the knack and seem to do really good at it. Better than most, I would say, on the level of V.I. Lenin and Adolf Hitler. One, Donald J. Trump, and two, Tucker Carlson. These guys know how to agitate and how to get you to look at their point of view and say that is the right way. Well, believe it or not, as Mr. Ripley would say, there is no such thing as 100% truth or the right way. Truth is only 100% for the time you have it. Tomorrow you could have something that makes that truth not true, and you have to change it. Heck, remember when they used to say that men can't fly and they never flew? And for century after century you were earthbound. Then in the 20th century, well, you had to change your beliefs because the Wright brothers decided, hey, we can get up there. Yeah. Or you couldn't, you couldn't go past the heavens. Well, the Mercury program destroyed that in the 1950s and 60s, didn't it? And then the Apollo program broke down. You can't land on another place. You landed on the moon. See what I mean? It's something that you have to know. And this is why your society's doomed, Americans, because you don't understand it. You don't have a stepping stone that your fathers made, your grandfathers before them, and your children and children's after that, and built on it. You keep on destroying what came before. Therefore, you don't have a stepping stone. And until you produce one and have a prime directive and also a doctrine that you'll have to change as the times change, but do not change the society that you are in. And the people that come in from other world people, other places, you just can't bring them in just to bring them in. You have to bring them in and indoctrinate them in your society. Otherwise, it does not work. This is what I wanted to tell you about those three guys. This is your favorite alien. Good day.